Now, President Tinubu, nobody should tell you that governance is difficult. After all, your friend Buhari acknowledged that governing Nigeria is difficult. So, governance is not politics. Governance is not criticism. Governance is not finding faults where there are faults or where there are no faults. Governance is not all about insinuations. Governance is not about presumptions. Okay? Governance is showing leadership, facing realities, facing and gaining experience in the field. To become a president is not a day job, because you are having different departments, different sections you are to look at. I still remember vividly how you were condemning Jonathan, and many people joined mouth, a professor in that matter, to call his wife, Patient Jonathan, Shippopotamus. Now, one of your boys, who you made a governor in Lagos State, made a comment in those days when Jonathan was still the president of Nigeria. He said a well-meaning president should be able, or a well-meaning administration should be able to give Nigeria power within 6 months. I know many of you can still remember this. And when Buhari looked at him and said, okay, no problem, come and become my power minister, housing minister, and works minister. When that governor, when that former governor, Babatunde Fashola, became the threefold minister, everything collapsed. Everything collapsed. We couldn't even get the power he was talking about that is going to give us for how many months? 6 months in 8 years in office as a minister of power. It is easy to criticize. During the time Jonathan was the president, one issue happened in Borno State where they kidnapped 228 students who were sitting for their West African Examination Council exams. These guys were kidnapped by terrorists, by Boko Haram terrorist group. You, Tinubu, use this as a tool to hoist Jonathan out of office. You use it as a weapon. You call him ineptitude. You call him incompetent. But today, you are a president of Nigeria. Now, a day before yesterday, 200 Benue indigenes were murdered by terrorist group, by Fulani herdsmen. 200. Let me just put it right here. Is it not better for them to have been kidnapped and then you go and negotiate and pay ransom for their release? Can you now negotiate for the dead? 200 people die at a time, which has never happened in the history of Nigeria. During Jonathan's time, every little opportunity, you, Tinubu, you will use it to condemn him, to castigate him, so that he will be defeated on seat as an incumbent president. Now, you had your expectations and your dream met. I know when Buhari defeated him in 2015 general elections, people began to call you Jagaban, the game master, the game this, the experienced politicians, this and that, and you were busy happy and making comments. But this is your time. 200 indigenes of Benue State have been murdered by terrorist group. Can you bring them back to life? You see how governance is difficult. It's very difficult. Governance is not politics. Governance is not godfatherism. It is good not to play politics with the lives of people, with the lives of your fellow citizens. Whether they voted for you or they did not vote for you, that is the beauty of politics. That is the beauty of democracy. You are to provide to secure lives and property within the country you are governing your people. But today, it becomes a story that we have to mourn our fellow citizens. You are showing incompetency. You are showing incompetency. Now, you started Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road, right? Now, you have not even negotiated how, after the completion of this road, will be secured so that there will be no chaos. You have not talked about how this will have Coast Guard. Not that you are going to bring Navy people, Nigerian Navy, to come and guide our coastal region. You are to form another organization, armed force organization called Coast Guard, to guide these people, because even Navy is already overpressured. All right, is already overpressured. So you have to form another. You have not even talked about all this. You have started what you will not even complete. Now, in 2 years, you constructed 30 kilometers of this road, and you came and commissioned it. That means in your 4 years, you are to do 60 kilometers. I thank you for initiating the project, because I know that you will not even reach up to 100 kilometers before you will leave office, because Nigeria has to move on. So it will be the discretion of the person who will take over from you to continue from where you stopped. Because the way you are going about it, how can you use 4 billion naira to construct a kilometer, and that kilometer is just a minimum of 4 billion naira to construct a kilometer, and where there are some environmental degradation, you have to spend more. That is corruption in disguise. How can you use 4 billion naira to construct 1 kilometer of road? That is corruption in disguise. So you can see that governance is not by mouth. You were criticizing your predecessors, but now it is time for you to govern. It becomes difficult. Now you have put a governor that was constitutionally elected. At least this person did not go to court before he was confirmed the governor. was constitutionally elected by the people of Rivers State, you are put him out because of politics. People went to somewhere and they play politics by burning one place, and they said the place become unsafe. The whole state become unsafe. How was the whole state become unsafe? You are busy playing politics, dancing to the tune of your friends, dancing to the tune of your ministers who think they were governor or they were governors of the state, and the person who they put there become loggerhead with them, so they cannot continue with them. So you have to make the system ungovernable for him. Meanwhile, you are not showing leadership as the president. Now, so I may say right now that you owe Jonathan apology. You owe President Jonathan apology, because he performed according to his strength. He performed according to his strength. When Jonathan was in office, I still remember that once incident happened, either bomb blast at Nyanya or in Boronu, you will see him there the following day. If it's Nyanya, you will see him there in the evening of that day, or in the morning, early morning of the following day. All right, he went to Boronu for that. But you are telling us here that before a president can leave Aso Rock to any state, he has to brief, he has to notify DSS, like secret service, like 2 days ahead of the time. That is why you were unable to go to Benue State to see these people. And I know that even if you go there, there is nothing tangible, there is nothing important you are going to do. You just want people to know, or the media to know, that this incident happened and I was there to console them, because there is nothing. People in their various homes, they have been displaced, they are living in IDP camp. All right, they are living in IDP camp, but you are comfortable. You don't even think about that. A lot of things are happening in Nigeria. In fact, I'm not even talking about our economy, which has totally failed and collapsed, because too much of borrowing that has been going on in your government and in Buhari's government is too much. Jonathan left tangible amounts of money for Buhari. Buhari came and squandered it. Even his health squanders that money. $530 billion that Jonathan left, and our country became the giant of Africa economically. This Buhari came and squandered everything and returned us back to colonial masters era. Who put him there? Who supported him? You were the one. He did not win 2019 elections. They declare him a winner. Now, we are talking about electoral reform right now. You pay deaf ears to what the youth are saying. We need reforms in our election. We need our result, electoral results to be transmitted electronically to the Inec server. We need this figure to be displayed for everybody to see. Wherever you vote, your vote should be transmitted electronically. We don't want thumbprints like you give to fake police people to thumbprint, and you give them gun to be destroying people's life. Police people have been caught thumb printing. You can bring, so one police person can thumb print up to 5,000. Representing one policeman will represent 5,000 citizens just to thumb print for the person that they like. We need electoral reform. We need Mahmoud Yakubu to be removed. If he's a professor, let him go back to the university he was a professor. He's a corrupt politician. He's not an independent man. He belongs to a political party. Mahmoud Yakubu should be removed. The things that he has done in this last election, 2023 election, was more than enough. They were more than enough for him to be removed. We need him to be removed. We need electoral processes to be reformed. We need our polling units to be saved. We need people, electorates who are in various polling units to be saved. That is what we are saying. I can applaud Jega for conducting 2015 elections. Though that election was not free and fair, but it was a little bit fair, to a point that a sitting president took his phone to congratulate the person who won the election before even Jega went ahead to announce the winner. But this Mahmoud Yakubu is just a corrupt human being. He cannot conduct even local government elections. Even local government elections, he has not conducted it. He lied to us in 2023 that our elections result shall be transmitted electronically. He knew what he was doing. He had bad agenda against the people of Nigeria. When the time reached, other elections were transmitted, but presidential election, some of the elections were transmitted, but presidential elections were not transmitted. Why? They say they call it technical glitch. What kind of technical glitch? And the body that was saddled with this responsibility to transmit this result, they said there was nothing like technical glitches. Now how can you trust that kind of person? How can you trust that kind of person? Now, this year JAM, those people that have been sitting for JAM, they have been paying through nose. They have been suffering. Not until this year. They haven't caught up with this registrar. That all the markings they have been doing, it was a shabby business. As usual. How can somebody just sit down like this and the person pay for everything, prepared for the exams? What is in JAM that somebody will fail if you prepare? And our Nigerian students are very brilliant. People that are not educated, they are the one saddled with responsibility in education. People that are not even educated. People that when they are speaking, they always look from the book where they wrote for them. To read is even a problem. They are the one in the helms of affairs. Nobody should tell me nonsense concerning Obasanjo's tenures. Obasanjo has contributed positively to the growth and development of this country. A lot of you foolish and stupid politicians should know that. You owe Obasanjo apology because this man, he has done a lot. You were not having GCM, how do you call it? GSM we are not having GSM in this Nigeria. Even when Abdul Salami Abubakar took over from that corrupt man called Abacha in 1998 to 1999, they never dream of bringing Nigeria into limelight. But when Obasanjo came, he made everything possible. That we have Glo today, called our own. We have MTN, though owned by a South African businessman. You know, he has done his bit. He is the one that makes sure that he brought NECO in the year 2000, because students were failing WAEC so much. So he has to sit down and say, we want our education to be simple. We want our people to pass our education. Let us bring something that is equivalent to WAEC, so that our students, even if they fail WAEC, they will not fail NECO. This man has done a lot of things. These are the projects from scratch. He initiated them from scratch. Not that he renovated something like Tinubu through Wike renovated that place and came and named it after Tinubu, and then begin to name some Senate leaders under them, and just like that. This man called Obasanjo initiated this project from the beginning and completed it. Obasanjo formed civil defense. Obasanjo was the one that brought civil defense. What is that the man has not done? What is that? He put the system in place for you to continue to empower the system. He is the one that formed EFCC. He brought the best EFCC chairman so far as this country, Nigeria, is concerned. Nuhu Ribadu has been the best EFCC chairman, although we don't know what he's doing as a national security advisor. But we know that this man called Nuhu Ribadu worked as an EFCC chairman. Even his life was at stake at that time. All right? What is that Obasanjo has not done? He has put system in place. The only thing that he did that you are still complaining is third-term agenda. Was it successful? It was not successful. And the thing you are talking about is a light. Is it the one that has been governing you from 2007 till date? Is it the one that has been a president from 2007 till date? You will just come and just be talking nonsense. People who have sacrificed. This Obasanjo need to be praised. They need to thank him, because he's the one that fought for the democracy. He took over from one military man in 1976 to 1979. 1979, he handed it over to Shehu Shagari, who became a civilian president. Was it not Buhari who overthrew him in 1983, December 31st, when the man was outside the country attending a very important meeting? Buhari, who overthrew him, still came under democracy for him to be elected. No wonder he suffered. He ran for up to 4 times before he was before Nigerians were tired and decided to give him the opportunity. And see the opportunity that they gave to Buhari, he came and just scatter and destroy Nigeria, leaving Nigeria with no hope, with no option. You can see what is going on. So Obasanjo needs to be praised. He has put his effort to make sure that this country is one. He unites this country. He brought the best brains so far that even up to now, they are still relevant in their chosen field, in their leadership position where they are. What are you saying? People, somebody will just come overnight and say, I built Lagos State. You build Lagos State and you are scattering Nigeria. You build Lagos State. I can see how you build Lagos State. You build Lagos State. Let me not talk about that. Because if I face that, a lot of people will be angry. So even now, some people are already angry with me, so I don't care. I'm talking my mind. If you like, be a politician, be a Buhari or Tinubu follower, I don't care. I'm nobody's follower. I always speak the truth. You talk about Obasanjo, 16 billion dollars for light. Let me tell you, Obasanjo was not a minister of state for power. Ask Leye Lemoke. Leye Lemoke was a minister of state for power. Ask him. He was the one in charge of the money. So why can't you investigate? The man still went to Cross River State and became a governor for 8 years. Nobody is even probing him. Yeah, so Obasanjo, $16 billion. $16 billion, he took away debt, Nigerian debt, that Abacha looted. Abacha borrowed and looted. I saw the wife, Abacha's wife was coming out recently and be talking rubbish that we are doing tribalism and all that. The husband, yeah, you are right because it's your husband. You are right because it's your husband. But if you have shame, you will not talk about your husband in the public. Because that man is a very wicked man. Even Satan self went and report Abacha to God and said, what did I do that you, God, you forsake me and you just turn me a vagabond? But this Abacha is worse than me, the devil. Me, the Mr. Devil. And the wife is coming out to talk about whatsoever thing she wants to talk. We are not kids here, because that man has damaged Nigeria beyond repair. And Obasanjo still face it after this man damaged Nigeria. Is it easy to take over power from military regime? To take over from power from military regime that have scattered, have damaged everything, and bring Nigeria back to one? Was easy. That is why a person with military experience at that time was needed. Person with military experience at that time was needed. Assuming you bring somebody, a civilian person, they would have overthrew that person, and by now we will still be under military regime. So what are you saying? People that don't do anything, even some journalists that have histories, you cannot bring histories out because of tribalism. Because this person is from your side, you cannot talk. Because this person is from your side, you will speak for that person, and you will leave the truth as an orphan. So please, Tinubu, you are to fix Nigeria. You lied to us in 2015 that Buhari is the best man. Now in 2023, you lied to us direct that it is your turn, and that you have been serving them. It is your turn for you to serve. You have been a servant, but now you want to be a leader to serve people. It is your turn. Nobody disputed that with you. They have given you the power. Although the worst election ever conducted in Nigeria was 2023 elections, not even 2007 elections, which even Yaradua, with his educated conscience, came and condemned the way Maurice Iwu conducted that election. But you, that you have just only 8 million votes, not even up to any vote ever met in Nigeria, you cannot condemn it. The corrupt court judges declare you a winner. There is no comment. And people are busy now re-endorsing you that you are a Democrat and you are happy. Well, whatsoever thing a man sows, that thing the man will reap it. You sow something, you reap something. You don't sow anything, you don't reap anything. Fix Nigeria. Fix Nigeria. All those Boko Haram you were talking about that Buhari will come and take them. Buhari did not take away Boko Haram. He increased them. In your own time, it has become worse. Boko Haram of Jonathan time is a Boko Haram of today. Alright? Take away, do your magic and take away Boko Haram. Take away Boko Haram. Boko Haram, Fulani herdsmen, they are killing people in Enugu, killing people in Benue State, killing people in Jos, killing people all over the country, especially the northern region. And you are sitting down there without any comment. People have to force you to go to that place. Must you be forced to go to that place? Somebody is supposed not to tell you that you should go to that place. So when you go to that, tell me even the importance. So I have no joy now because my country men and women are suffering. Are you talking about hunger? You are the first president to come and take away fuel subsidy. Fuel subsidy was meant for the poor. At least, even if we don't get anything from government, but we can buy fuel at least 100 naira, 150 naira. It is something. We save our money for other things. Right? You came with your own form of policies, you devalue our naira. Naira has not been coming down from 1,700. Naira has not been coming down up till now. You will see that naira gain appreciate maybe 3 naira. Tomorrow you will see dollar appreciate more than even $5. What is the difference? Bring back our economy. Our economy has lost. Our economy has failed in your hands. You say you build Lagos State. The same thing, the same mind, the same brain, the same spirit you used to build Lagos State, use it to build Nigeria. Nobody forced you to become president. You force yourself on people to become president. They have given you the opportunity to become their president, and you are sending a lot of people on exile, some of them on suicide mission. Many people have committed suicide. Some of them, they have left the shore of Nigeria. There is brain drain in all the sectors of the economy, from the health sector to technological sector. Many people are in abroad looking for their livelihood. Bring back our people. People that have run mad right now in the streets is as a result of bad economy. People are shedding tears. People are mourning for their young ones, for their loved ones. They are mourning for them. They don't know where their next meal will come from. People are not working. People, the industries that were here in Nigeria in your own time, you send them packing. Nothing is working. You have to work. You have to work. Tinubu, you have to work. President Tinubu, you need to work. Nobody is contending president with you right now. You are the president of Nigeria. Obasanjo came and did his own. He has added value to Nigeria. Yar'Adua came, he did his own, he added value to Nigeria. Jonathan came and did his own, he added value to Nigeria. But yourself and Buhari, you subtracted a lot of things and divided a lot of things in Nigeria. So, fix Nigeria. We need electoral reform to be initiated and finished before 2027 general elections. We don't want any thumbprint from anybody. We need our people to be safe. Our people are hungry and they are very angry. See Onokpasa, who was condemning you, the man is dead now. You are the one that killed him. Your administration has killed him. You did not care for him. I don't know which sickness he was suffering from, but you have killed him. He was the one campaigning for you. He was telling us in those days that you are the best man. You will fix the economy. You will fix everything. That nobody is competent than Jagaban. But now, the man came back and said he will never support you in your 2027 re-election. And now the man is dead. Now I know you don't even make any comments about it. None of your colleagues make any comments about it. The man let the dead bury the dead. But he suffer for you. But right now, nobody knows where he is. Even when Arise TV call him and interview him, the man was looking sick. And what he was emphasizing at that day was that Nigerians are hungry. Nigerians are hungry. Nigerians are hungry. And honestly, it's even hunger that killed this man. It was hunger that killed this Onokpasa. So please, fix the economy, fix Nigeria. Concerning the fuel, concerning Dangote fuel, that Dangote, in his own magnanimity, he is trying to make Nigeria one, but the filling stations in the north are still selling 1,200, 1,300. Please talk to all those petroleum outlets people. Talk to them. If you are to restrict their license or seize their license for that kind of criminality, you go ahead to do it. Please, Tinubu, let Nigeria walk back, because we are already in hell. You and Buhari put us in hell. We have been in hellfire for 10 good years now, and we are still counting. 10 good years of APC misrule. You were condemning PDP. PDP have done well. Even if they are in power, things will not be like this. Things will never be like this. Thank you, everybody.